So, let's get one thing straight. I love gaming. Whether it's thrown it back to the good old days of DMZ deep in the desert of El Mazra, carrying out contracts or squad hunts with the team, or crazy 2-and-2 moments of clutch in the golden age of Warzone, or even answering the call and defending the Imperium in the grim darkness of the 41st millennia. I'm here for it all. Every person who loves gaming has thought to themselves, now is a great time to make a YouTube channel. Unfortunately, it wasn't. So, join me as I dive into what actually went wrong, share my learnings and try to breathe some life back into the channel. When I first started YouTube, I used to view it as a library. You make something good, you put it up, and eventually someone finds it, like a book on a shelf waiting for the right reader. However, I've since learned that is completely wrong. YouTube isn't a library, it is a stadium. And right now, there's over 500 hours of video being uploaded to YouTube every single minute of every single day. The question was never if my content was good enough. The real question was, why would the algorithm ever show it to anyone? Because here's how YouTube actually works. The algorithm don't care about ethics, it cares about behavior. It's watching what people are clicking on, how long they're staying and whether they finish the video or not, and whether they come back for more. And crucially, it's looking at your entire channel, not just one video. It's asking, does the channel have a clear identity? Does it serve a specific audience consistently? If the answer is yes, it starts putting you in front of the right people. If the answer is no, it leaves you alone. Let's think about it more carefully. Let's think about the channels that actually win on YouTube. The camper channel that only covers wild camping in Scotland. The tech channel that only reviews budget PC builds. The Warhammer channel that goes deep on lore and nothing else. Those channels don't win because they have the biggest budgets. They win because YouTube knows exactly who to show them to. The algorithm has learned their audience, it knows their viewer, and it knows the content. It puts them together reliably, repeatedly. Niche focused channels achieve over 5 times higher subscriber loyalty than general entertainment channels. And just because the audience actually finds it interesting, they came for a specific reason and they keep coming back for that same reason. My channel had no views because YouTube didn't know who actually wanted to view it. So in hindsight, I wasn't being punished, I was just being ignored, and there's a difference, which is exactly what leads me into mistake number 2. I treated shorts like they didn't exist. While I was sat there uploading 10-minute gaming videos and wondering not why no one was watching, YouTube Shorts was happening. And I completely ignored it, not because I didn't know it existed, but because I didn't think it mattered, especially for what I was doing. Here's a number that I should have changed my thinking. YouTube Shorts now average 200 billion daily views, not monthly, not annually, every single day. Shorts aren't just a separate feature via the front door. They are how new people find you before they've ever seen a long video, before they've ever subscribed, before they even got to know who you are. The smartest creators use Shorts in 2026. It isn't random, it's a funnel. And Shorts sits at the top of their funnel. The quick discovery. Punchy, designed to get in your face and in front of people who's never searched channel before. The key isn't just about posting shorts, it's alignment. Shorts have much a long form content, pull the right view in, random shorts and random clips for people who never come back. Long form kind of sits somewhere in the middle. That's where trust gets built. Where someone who goes from this isn't it to I actually like this channel. And at the bottom, subscription, community, the thing that you actually wanted to build. The thing about shorts is that we don't monetize on their own. Shorts do not count towards in monetization watch hours. Their value is in audience growth, not direct revenue. Which means that when a short goes viral, or when a short goes viral but sends no one to your long form content, it's just a number. It means nothing for the actual channel. This means shorts have one job: get someone curious enough to click through, and that's pretty much it. I had no shorts, no front door, no funnel. In a room making content hoping someone would knock. When I look back at my old traffic sources, almost nothing came from browse or suggestion, which means the algorithm actually didn't ever decide who to show my content to. And that makes complete sense now. I gave it nothing to work with, no shorts pulling people in, no funnel. Just long form videos floated in a vacuum. Well, the fix is simple, not easy. Lesson 3, I mistook being busy for building something. Because here's the thing about my channel that I was actually proud of. I was consistent. I showed up, I loved it regularly, and I hit my schedule. I kept going even when the numbers were bad. And I genuinely believed that was enough. But if I kept going, eventually the algorithm would notice, the audience would find me, and the work would compound. It didn't. And the reason why it took me a long time to understand. There's a difference between actually being busy and realistically building something. And on YouTube, it's brutally easy to confuse the two. A single 10-minute video takes between 7 and 15 hours to make properly, from form to concept to upload. 7 to 15 hours per video. And that's if you know what you're doing. If you're doing that with a strategy, without a strategy behind it, clear reason why that video exists, you're not investing. You're just wasting time. You're spending it and not getting it back. And I was spending it, a lot of it. An honest version of what happened was I was making videos just for the sake of making videos. Not to answer a question what someone was looking for, not to build towards something, just to maintain the feeling that I was actually doing it. And that's where the trap kicks in, because the effort feels real. It is real, but the output isn't leading you to anywhere. Documented strategies lead to 3 times faster growth than ad hoc uploading. Not because the strategy is magic, because every single video has a job, a purpose, a place in something larger. Mine didn't, they were just videos. In 2026, the algorithm's primary focus is watch time, engagement and viewer attention, not just how often you post. Which means that every video you put out needs to answer 3 specific questions before you film a single frame. 1, who is it for? Specifically, is it for gamers, a specific person with a specific interest? And secondly, what does that person leave with? Is it information, entertainment, a feeling of something they didn't have before they clicked? And why would they come back for the next one? If you can't answer that, then the video is not ready. And I never answered those questions before. I just made the video. When I finally stopped, it wasn't dramatic. I just ran out of momentum. The tank was empty because I've been building an engine without nowhere to go. 70% of creators maintain that kind of volume quit within 6 months. Not because he weren't talented, not because the idea was bad, but because he built a treadmill to the channel, and eventually the treadmill wins. So that's the 3 mistakes. The algorithm I didn't understand, discovery tool I ignored, and the busy work I mistook for progress. Here's what changed this time. Before a single frame gets filmed, research. What's it being searched for? What are the gaps where this video lies? And what is the specific audience want from a channel like this? Every long form video gets cut into shorts, not as an afterthought, as part of the actual plan of the channel from the start. This way the funnel gets built before the content does. And the voice, the actual perspective comes first, not the topic. Not the format, the point of view. That's the only thing the channel can say. The core principles haven't changed. Provide value, tell good stories, respect the audience's time. What's changed is that I actually understand what those things mean now. This channel is going to cover gaming, technology, and all those things which are worth talking about properly. Not surface level, not trying to chase him. Content that respects the fact that you chose to spend your time here. And if you ever made something good but nobody watched, then you're not far from getting it right, as you think you are. You're just at the part of the story that gets cut out. Everyone else's highlight reel.